What do nonstick pans, waterproof clothing, and food packaging all have in common? Your initial guess might be that all of these products are resistant to water, grease, and other liquids, which is correct. You might not know that many of these products contain what are referred to as forever chemicals, or PFAS. PFAS, or per and polyfluoroalkyl substances, are a group of over 15,000 man-made chemicals. The commonality in all of these chemicals is the presence of a carbon-fluorine chain in their chemical structures. The bond between carbon and fluorine is very strong, so they require a lot of energy to break down, meaning in the natural environment, degradation happens very slowly, sometimes taking over 1,000 years to break down, hence the name forever chemicals. Now that you have some background on PFAS, let's talk about the problems these chemicals are causing. As mentioned earlier, PFAS has been used in everyday products across many industries since the 1940s, from clothing, carpeting, and paper to cookware, cleaning supplies, and firefighting foams. If a product is designed to be water or stain resistant, there is a likely chance that it contains PFAS. A study by Toxic Free Future found that nearly 75% of products from large scale retailers labeled as water or stain proof contain PFAS. So, how are these chemicals entering our environment? While there are many sources of PFAS entering the environment due to the widespread nature of its use, a primary source is industrial waste. Manufacturing sites that produce products containing PFAS discharge their wastewater to wastewater treatment centers. These centers are not typically designed to remove PFAS. Therefore, PFAS from the site remains in the treated wastewater that gets released back into surface water, which can then contaminate groundwater, soil, and accumulate in plants and animals. For now, we will focus on water contamination. A recent USGS study estimated that around 45% of US tap water contains detectable amounts of PFAS. So, why is this a problem? Health implications of PFAS are still being studied, but current studies suggest that PFAS exposure can increase likelihood of child development problems such as low birth weight, reproductive problems such as decreased fertility, as well as immune system suppression, hormone imbalances, and certain cancers. PFAS exposure can also damage hormone balances in animals, leading to behavioral changes and lack of reproduction, which can cause widespread ecological damage. So, what can we do to mitigate this environmental challenge? Mitigation methods such as installing filters to remove PFAS in your drinking water can limit your exposure on an individual level, but such a large scale problem calls for large scale solutions. Some steps towards solutions include laws requiring companies to be transparent about their PFAS use or stop their PFAS use altogether, creating more federal regulations on PFAS, and continuing to fund research on PFAS properties, transport, environmental and health impacts, as well as cleanup. PFAS is a complicated and widespread topic, and I was only able to scratch the surface. I encourage you to check out more resources along with the sources I used to compile this video.